Thank you for joining me on this channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. We are going to be doing an awkward elevator silence epiphany reading. So in these readings, we are going to visualize a person or individual that you would be in an elevator with, having a moment of maybe awkward silence. And then we're going to take a look at the types of clarity or epiphanies that you might receive in that moment about that person, and maybe what they may be realizing about you as well. So in each reading, you will have the opportunity to pick the elevator going up or the elevator going down. If you like, you can watch both. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, or any other types of houses or planets that you would be interested in seeing if it resonates for you. All right, let's get started. Pisces, if you picked the elevator going up, then the person with whom you are sharing this awkward elevator silence is giving you an epiphany that they are very much in tune with their creative side. I feel as if what they're trying to do is find ways to do things that are in alignment with that childlike spirit within them, things that make them feel really, really happy, things that align with that, almost like that childlike creative nature where you just kind of make things and it's coming from like this very pure, heartfelt place. So it's like heartfelt connections. And what they're doing is they are trying to connect with that in order to create something that will make them feel abundant. I also feel as if what it is that they might be struggling with balancing out the need to do that with the need to also make money. Find a way to be abundant while doing that. Because it's very difficult in the current paradigm that we're in to connect with heartfelt things and ideas and projects and ventures or just actions in general and be financially compensated in a way that reflects the value that the society places upon that. And that's largely because by like our entire society doesn't really value that, or we haven't yet come up with the way to show that it's valued in the form of compensating people in such a way that they would be able to have the time, space, and opportunity to do that. A lot of times we don't do that because there's no support structure for that. All right, so, but what you're seeing this person is doing is that they are receiving good luck. When they do that, they're very lucky. They get some type of honor for that because they are aligning with the desire of their heart. It's heartfelt. They feel it in their heart. Not all desires of the heart are good, but I feel like this one is coming from a place of something that they genuinely care about and that allows them to feel as if they're just most in alignment with themselves. All right, so the affirmation that you would like for this person to incorporate is I feel balanced. All right, so let's read what that affirmation states. All is calm and serene. Everything is balanced and in its rightful place. I pause to listen and center myself before I swim on. So you want this person to have a sense of peace in doing the thing that brings them the most sense of connection with their activities, whatever that activity is. You may be feeling as if this person is kind of in this in-between space where they're trying to juggle the need to have some type of finances so that they could survive every day and make it, while also allow themselves the space and opportunity to really, really bring into being the things that bring them joy, the things that they really care about. So for example, this could be someone who is into writing, or someone who is into some other type of artistic expression. Maybe they're a music player, or maybe they like to work with dogs, or just something that they're very much into. And they just feel as if they can't pursue it because they might have too many responsibilities, or maybe they have to pay for something and they need to have the funds for that. And so you want that person to, allow there to be some sort of silence so that they can really hear what it is that they're supposed to be doing. And then from that space, make a decision to move forward and, keep going. All right. So this is what I have for you. Let's take a look at the epiphany that the person who's sharing this elevator with you may be having about you. All right, so the person that is having the epiphany about you sees you as a person who is coming out of a space where maybe someone was taking something from you. This could be taking up your time, your energy, but mostly I feel like it's just kind of like stealing your thoughts, like taking away your ability to see the truth about certain situations. So there could have been some type of manipulation going on, but mainly so that whoever the person was that was doing that, or it could even be a sense of like doing this to oneself. The idea was that it was to create some type of confusion so that things could be taken from you. And I feel as if the person is seeing you as someone who, as a result, is a little bit temperamental with who you give your time and energy to. You're not very trusting. The way in which you warm up to others or allow them any kind of significant space in your life is totally dependent upon basically what you pick up about them, what you intuit. And I feel like it's because perhaps before, when your intuition was picking up this other situation, maybe that was part of the causing the confusion to get you not to have clear thoughts and see things for what they were. So now as a result, they're seeing you as being a person who's a little bit, aloof. You don't really deal with people too much, or if you do, you kind of keep them at arm's length and you don't take unnecessary risks because you know that they can switch it up. And you're understanding like the depth and the spectrum of how some people choose to interact in situations. So I feel like the person is realizing that even though you feel this way, you want to be flexible in your thinking, but you feel like you have to do this as a way to kind of protect yourself. And this happens sometimes when individuals go through, maybe traumatic situations of being, taken advantage of or mistreated. You have to put on this extra hard shell to kind of protect yourself. And I'm also picking up that this person may be trying to do this also because they have children that they want to look after and make sure that they are not subjected to this same kind of energy because they have in the past. So it's not even just about them. But I feel like you're recognizing that this person is in a space where now they find themselves needing to be flexible, not from the sense of protecting their children, but in some of the hard and fast ways in which they deal with people from a space of trying to protect themselves from the types of personalities that kind of, steal and take away from things and cause destruction. All right. So, this person is looking at, I think you see this person recognizing and maybe trying to be open to people that don't quite match the profile of maybe the stereotype that they've developed as a result of this situation, while still being on guard and recognizing that things can change on a whim and they need to be able to move and shift with the energy as it's changing, because they have so much on the line since it's not just about them. So the affirmation that I'm picking up that you would like for this person to know is, I feel alone. And it reads, in this lonely moment, I am keeping my head raised and my eyes on the horizon. I know this time will pass and the sun will rise again in the morning with a new day. So I pick up like this person chooses to be alone. They're choosing to kind of isolate themselves from certain types of interactions and engagements because they have a sense of needing to be in a protective space. Okay. But you want this person to feel that even being in that energy and feeling that way, that they're not alone and that they have a sense of dignity. They can keep an eye out knowing that, things do get better, and to be open to the idea that there are situations that are not going to result in people, being conniving and trying to steal and create confusion and chaos and drama. I mean, that's not the norm. It's something that happens, but it's not everyone that does that. And you want this person to be able to be flexible enough to understand and really feel that in their heart so that they can look out into the horizon with hopes that there is a better, brighter day coming. All right. So this is what I have for the elevator going up. If this is your last video, then I may hopefully see you in the future. If not, then hopefully I will see you on maybe the elevator going down. All right, so bye-bye. Pisces, if you chose the elevator going down, then the epiphany that you're having about the person with whom you are sharing this awkward elevator silence is that this person is no longer waiting for something to come in. So I feel like they may have been waiting on something, putting energy into it, but it's like they've decided that they are no longer going to wait, and they're no longer going to put money into it either. I feel like maybe they were putting time, energy, money into trying to have something work. So it could be like a work partnership. I'm also picking up for some people, it could be a relationship as well. And, this person is just, they're removing themselves, their material self out of that. So if they were sharing things with this individual, they are no longer wanting to do that. And they're not going to, I feel like they were waiting for something to happen and it just wasn't. So, this person is in a space of letting something go. I feel like they're letting go of perhaps someone that they loved. It could be that they're moving forward. And there's almost like this sense of like there was a divine intervention that took place that is causing this to happen. And I feel as if this person, they're in a space of just going with the flow of it. So they're embracing serendipity because they know that ultimately they're going to be safe from the harm of it. So it could be that this could have been like a volatile kind of relationship. And so they may have been afraid to leave the situation. If it was a workplace or some type of situation like that, maybe they were worried that they would get some type of, maybe blocked from getting further jobs in other places. Or if it's a relationship, maybe they were worried that this person was going to, threaten or do something to them for not participating in this. But with this embracing serendipity card, it's like the person they're leaving with a light heart because they know that there are other prospects on the horizon, and they have hope that something better, not because the person that they were with was not good enough, but just something that's more in balance and alignment with who they are and what they're actually trying to get, because that may have actually fed into the level of toxicity or the fact that it just never came together. Because, with this card here, it seems like the fact that they were having to wait for something to come in and they were expecting it to happen means that it never actually did. And so you're realizing that this person is actually just kind of letting it go because they're recognizing that it's kind of it's a divine intervention. It's something that's it's out of their hands because it's just the way the timing and things are aligning that's making it more likely that this would happen. But instead of fighting and resisting, you see this person is kind of going with the flow of it and allowing it to dissipate. And as a result of that, they're recognizing that they're going to be blessed because they're going to bring themselves into alignment with what's best for them in that moment. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it's something that they were very used to, being in alignment with what it is that's going to best suit them is going to put them into this space of having, new opportunities, healthier connections that will lead them to being more fulfilled and balanced in the long run. Okay. So the affirmation that you have for this person is, I will surrender. And it says, too weak to stand alone, I will surrender my control and let go, allowing intervention to take its course. I trust in the good my Creator has for me. So yes, it's like this person, you realize that this person knows that there's probably not much they can do about it. The fact that it got to this point, it's almost like a tower moment. It's like they weren't letting go of something, and then it's like they were forced to. But instead of fighting back, like we said, they're going to go with the flow, and as a result, they are going to be blessed for it. All right, because this is for their highest good and the highest good of the other parties involved. All right, so let's take a look at what type of epiphany the person is having about you. All right, so the person who's sharing the elevator with you is recognizing that you are connecting with people who are like-minded and kind of like your soul tribe, like you're finding a soul tribe, and that you've been searching for this group with which you could connect and kind of exchange gifts and ideas and work together to make something happen. And I feel like they were seeing that time was of the essence for you, so you were kind of like trying to get it done. There was this sense of urgency about it because you really wanted to find a group of people who reflected the type of values and intentions and things that you had. I'm feeling like this could be like some type of intentional group. So it could be that maybe you're trying to come together with people and start some type of eco-village or an intentional community or something like that, where each person brings a specific gift or ability or something that they can offer. So maybe somebody is really good with gardening, or somebody else is good with holistic healing, or someone else is good at, animal husbandry or something like that. And as they come together, they kind of create this space. I feel like it was important for this person to really connect deeply with these people. There may have even been like a religious ideology that kind of ties them together. I'm also picking up that it could also be this sense of trying to connect with people, even from like connecting with people that they just have strong like soul ties to, or someone that they feel as if they could have known them in another life or something. Like they're really just trying to like deeply connect at a heart level, at a soul tribe level, like a true soul tribe with these individuals. All right, and that's what you're recognizing this person is doing. So the affirmation that you have for them is, I am connected. I was born to place my hands and feet into the soil. Connected, I share this garden together with all life, tending to it and nurturing its growth. So yes, I feel like this is just confirming that, you recognize this person just really wants to be connected and tuned in. They want to be connected to nature. They want to be connected with others, and they want to be in an environment where that's encouraged and that people have that kind of mindset, particularly because we live in a time where, and this is not to get on my soapbox, but we live in a time where we are increasingly being encouraged to be very separate and isolated and individualistic to the detriment of everyone. And so this person is just feeling even more than ever this sense of needing to be tied to something that's bigger than them, and to understand like the sense of well-being and wholeness that comes from being a part of a collective of like-minded individuals who are all coming together under the purpose of trying to create just wonderful life experiences for themselves. They want to live their best life. They want to have a sense of peace, have a sense of connection, have a sense of stability, which is becoming even harder and harder to attain on our own. So this is what this person is attempting to create in their life. All right, so this is what I have for the elevator going down. If this is your last video, then I may hopefully see you in the future, but if not, then I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.